Saving is an art far greater than earning money. Earning money is like rowing a boat against the current. It demands strength, effort, and a touch of luck to navigate the storms. But saving is like the art of steering that boat wisely, knowing when to pause and rest, when to hoist the sails, and when to conserve strength for the long journey. A person who saves is like a skilled artist, gathering each raindrop to form a river, collecting every small ray of light to illuminate an entire sky. Earning money builds the house, but saving keeps the fire in the hearth burning strong and long. Earning money may bring fleeting brilliance, but saving brings lasting peace. This is not just a matter of economics. It's a lesson in patience, foresight, and above all, in cherishing the value of every coin we earn. Saving is like a garden cultivated with today's sweat, blooming with vibrant colors and lasting fragrance tomorrow. Thus, understanding this truth reveals that wisdom lies not only in creating wealth, but in the art of preserving, cherishing, and using it wisely. The richest person is the one who saves. The poorest is the one who hoards. Saving is about preserving, valuing, and using money in the right place at the right time. It's like a skilled gardener, sowing seeds in the right season, watering just enough so the tree grows strong and bears fruit. Those who save carry peace in their hearts, resources to build their future, and most importantly, the freedom to face life's storms. That is true, enduring wealth. In contrast, stinginess is rigid, selfish, and narrow-minded. Stinginess is not preservation, but imprisonment. It's like someone clutching a fistful of seeds, too afraid to let even one go. But a closed hand cannot sow, and thus can never reap a harvest. The miser lives in fear of loss, devoid of the joy of sharing, and the tighter they hold, the poorer their heart becomes. Thus, wealth and poverty are not measured by money alone, but by mindset. Those who save wisely are rich in both material and spirit. The miser, even with great wealth, is poor, for their heart holds only emptiness, desolation, and unease. Too many people spend their hard-earned money on things they don't want, just to impress people they don't like. Sometimes, people toil endlessly, exhausting themselves to earn money, only to spend it on things that bring no true value to their soul. It's the lavish outfit worn a few times to show off, the latest phone bought to keep up, or the noisy feasts that leave the heart empty upon returning home. They spend not to live happier lives, but to build a facade, a shimmering image in the eyes of others, often people they don't even care for. In truth, happiness doesn't lie in fleeting admiration or the fleeting glances of strangers. Happiness lies in tranquility, in using money wisely to bring joy, peace, and lasting value. Those who spend wisely know they don't need to prove anything. Their true worth is measured by a fulfilling life, not the fleeting judgments of others. The lesson here is, spend money on yourself, your family, and experiences and dreams that enrich the soul. For chasing after impressions is like buying an empty void. The more you spend, the smaller and emptier you feel. If you want to know the value of money, go out and try to borrow some. When we hold the money we've earned, we may not fully grasp its weight. But when we borrow, each coin, each bill feels heavy as stone. Every promise to repay is like a binding thread, reminding us that money is not just a medium of exchange, but a measure of trust and responsibility. Lenders don't just see numbers. They see our credibility, character, and ability to keep our word. At that moment, money is no longer lifeless. It carries a challenge, a test of self-respect, management, and human patience. Indeed, the true value of money lies not in its glittering surface, but in what it binds: trust, respect, and sometimes our very freedom. Just one experience of borrowing teaches us that money shapes relationships, honor, and how the world perceives us. Thus, to truly value money, learn to earn it, use it wisely, and avoid the need to borrow whenever possible. For every loan reminds us, money is never cheap. It's paid for with time, effort, and sometimes our very freedom. Eat simple rice and fish, and you'll sleep soundly, snoring away. Eat lavish beef, and you'll toss and turn with worry. Eating simple rice and fish, a modest, humble life, may mean a meal of field crabs or wild greens, but it brings peace of mind and deep, untroubled sleep. In contrast, eating lavish beef, symbolizing wealth and abundance, often comes with endless worries, calculations, and sleepless nights weighed down by the burdens of money and status. Behind this contrast lies a reminder: happiness doesn't always come from rich foods, but from a tranquil soul. A simple meal filled with laughter is worth more than 100 lavish feasts weighed down by sorrow. The message is clear: cherish the simple things, and don't trade your peace for fleeting luxuries. For sometimes, a restful sleep after a humble meal is worth more than countless dreams in silk, haunted by worry. What makes you wealthy isn't your salary, it's your spending habits. Many mistakenly believe wealth comes only from a high salary or large income, but in truth, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how you use it. Someone with a high salary who spends recklessly, chasing luxury, will always find their wallet empty. But someone with a modest income who manages well, saves, and invests wisely turns small coins into lasting prosperity, building a foundation for the future. Spending habits are like a flowing stream. Let it rush through your fingers, and even a mighty river will run dry. But if you guide it skillfully, conserve it, and gather each drop into a reservoir, you'll create an ocean. Discipline and clarity in spending are the true measures of wealth. Thus, wealth or poverty lies not in your salary, but in your mindset. A disciplined spending habit, focused on essentials and long-term goals, is the key to financial freedom and lasting happiness. A penny saved is a penny earned. Earning money isn't just about generating income saving. It is also a way of building wealth. Every penny saved is like a seed kept for the next season. It will sprout and grow rather than vanish in hasty spending. Earning money is like harvesting rice in the fields. It takes effort, sweat, and time. But if you don't store it carefully, dry it, and keep it safe, even a golden field will soon be empty. Saving is the vital step that transforms today's labor into tomorrow's security. Those who save, even with little income, can build a strong foundation. Those who squander, no matter how rich, can end up with nothing. Saving is not just a habit, it's an art of living, a form of wisdom. Every penny saved is proof of self-mastery, of taking control of your life, the most enduring and valuable way to earn money. The wise think of money with their mind, not their heart. Money is an essential part of life, but how we face it determines whether we are wise or lost. The wise understand that money belongs in the mind, managed with reason, calculation, and planning. They see money as a tool, a means to build a better life, not the ultimate goal. But if money rules the heart, People easily become slaves to greed. Then, every decision is driven by emotion, desire, or fear. The heart belongs to love, kindness, and sharing. If money takes over, it hardens, losing its innate peace. Money can buy a soft bed, but not a restful sleep. It can buy a house, but not happiness in the home. The wise know this, so they reserve their heart for what's sacred, using money as a pen to draw their future, not to rewrite their essence. Use your mind to control money, but keep your heart free from its chains. Only then can one be truly rich in both wealth and spirit. They say love is more important than money, but have you ever tried paying a bill with a hug? Love, care, and sharing are priceless spiritual values. They give life meaning, motivation, and joy. But life also runs on practical needs: food, clothing, shelter, and bills that demand payment. A hug can warm the soul, but it can't light a bulb or cook a meal. This humorous contrast reminds us, don't be so romantic as to forget reality, nor so practical as to neglect love. A fulfilling life needs both: money for material security and love for spiritual nourishment. With only money and no love, life feels empty. With only love and no means, life becomes precarious. Love and money are not enemies, but two wings of a bird. One wing lifts life high with happiness. The other carries it far with safety and stability. When it comes to large sums of money, it's best not to trust anyone. Money has a unique allure. The larger the sum, the more it can sway even the strongest hearts. Even the closest relationships, friends, partners, or family, can falter under the temptation of gain. When large sums are involved, wisdom lies not in doubting everyone, but in staying clear-headed, cautious, and protective of yourself. Trust is vital in life, but it must be paired with clarity, transparency, and verification. Otherwise, money can become a double-edged sword, cutting through safety and even bonds of kinship. Picture this: you might lend someone a small boat to row in a pond, but when entrusting a great ship to sail the open sea, you must hold the helm yourself. For a single misstep or betrayal can cost not just money, but trust and even your future. Stay sharp and cautious when dealing with large sums of money. Don't let blind trust become a costly price, for wisdom sometimes means trusting your own control first. Time is more precious than money. You can earn more money, but not more time. Money can be lost and regained. Today's empty pockets can be full tomorrow. But time, once gone, never returns. Each passing moment carries away a piece of youth, health, and opportunity. Money is like water, flowing in and out, but time is like sand in an hourglass, falling steadily, impossible to retrieve. Thus, the wise don't just chase wealth, but cherish every moment, spending time on what truly matters: family, friends, dreams, and themselves. If money is tangible wealth, time is the invisible treasure. Those who use money to buy experiences, invest in knowledge, health, and love are the truly wealthy. For in the end, happiness is not measured by the balance in your account, but by the memories you create in the limited time you have. Use money as a tool, but live each day as a gift that cannot be repeated. For money can wait, but time never does. Those who don't know where their next dollar will come from often don't know where their last dollar went. Without a plan or direction for future income, it's hard to control current spending. They're like sailors venturing into the sea without a destination, letting the waves carry them, never knowing where their journey lost its way. In contrast, those with vision, who know where their income will come from and how to use it, also understand the value of every dollar spent. They manage money not just with numbers, but with thought and responsibility. This proactive approach turns money into a tool for goals, not a burden or source of worry. Picture it. If you don't know where you'll sow seeds tomorrow, you won't know where to plant the ones in your hand today. Money is the same with direction and planning. It grows. Without, it vanishes. To protect your last dollar, know where your next one will come from. Managing finances isn't just about calculation, it's about building peace of mind and freedom for your future. Having money is wonderful because it can buy many things you like, but sometimes you must check if you've lost something that money cannot buy. Money indeed brings comfort, opening doors to new experiences, a cozy home, a far-off trip, or items you've always dreamed of. With money, life becomes easier and dreams feel within reach. But amid its glittering allure, ask yourself, in chasing and spending money, have you quietly lost something no amount can replace? It could be health, worn down by relentless work, or family dinners missed, or the peace of mind lost in the race for numbers. Money can buy medicine, but not youth, a house, but not a home, a lavish vacation, but not inner peace. Money is necessary, but it's not everything. Let money serve your happiness, not steal what's priceless. For some things, once lost, no amount of money can buy back. Money, like love, slowly and painfully kills those who cling to it, but brings happiness to those who use it wisely. Money, like love, isn't meant to be locked in your grasp, but to flow, to be shared, and to nurture life. Imagine someone clutching a jar of gold in a dark room, counting coins day after day, eyes filled with fear and unease, heart gnawed by suspicion and loneliness. That's the slow, silent death money can bring. Now, picture another, using money to care for family, help the needy, or open doors to knowledge and new experiences. In their hands, money shines like a lamp, lighting the path to happiness, filling the heart with joy and fulfillment. Money and love only become sources of happiness when used wisely and generously. If hoarded, they become invisible chains, killing us day by day. Money itself isn't evil. Misusing it, island. In reality, money is always important to people. Money is merely paper or cold numbers on a bank screen. It carries no inherent good or evil. It's like a knife in human hands. It can slice vegetables for a warm meal or cause harm if wielded wrongly. How we use it determines its value. In wise hands, money becomes a bridge to knowledge, healing, and shared joy. But guided by greed, it becomes chains, enslaving its holder. So, instead of blaming or idolizing money, learn to master it. Let it serve life, not rule it. Money isn't good or bad. What matters is where we let it go and what it brings back.